Now, one point in time, I tried a Cracker Barrel biscuit. And let me tell you, that thing was like eating a dreadlock. It was so damn dry. It was like eating a scoop of all-purpose flour.
Look how hard these biscuits are at Cracker Barrel.
I don't see why people even want to eat at Cracker Barrel. I mean, look at this menu. It's good morning breakfast. I had better stuff when I was out to sea. Those sausages, they look all just uncooked. Like, where are the grill marks? This is disgusting. Uncle Herschel's favorite. Who's Herschel?
Herschel Walker's still standing.
Chicken looks so unseasoned. It looked like it was microwaved. Yeah, I remember that episode of Atlanta where the two chicks put the chicken in the microwave.
This food is nasty. If I eat it, I'll throw up.
Yeah, that's what that looked like. This looks like hospital food. Big Easy steak and shrimp. It looks like a Salisbury steak with some ketchup shrimp on top. And $23. Yeah. Wild berry tea. You get a half gallon for $8 I think not. All right, today we're going to talk about how everybody's in this big frenzy over Cracker Barrel. And I still don't understand, especially if you look like me. Why would you eat there? There has been a history of this place. The EEOC, the NAACP has all, accused this business of racial discrimination, sexual discrimination, harassment, discrimination against people with disabilities. Who wants to go there? And the times where I did dine in, it was because other people were paying and suggested it. But I've never voluntarily gone there and spent my own money because I'm like, I don't want to eat that. I've always heard that Cracker Barrel did not cater to Black people. Mr. Randy Freeman, he's an Air Force veteran. He went to the Cracker Barrel in Lanes, West Virginia. Now, I've driven through West Virginia a lot. Going back home, yeah, I never stopped to eat in West Virginia. Never. However, Mr. Freeman stopped and he ordered his food, placed his order. He was waiting. And then the manager came back and he was accused of being rude and mean to the waitress. And they asked him to leave. Yeah, even before that, I heard about the incident in 2003 where a Black man, Mr. Hendrick Humphreys, had filed a lawsuit against Cracker Barrel, but he was let go because he complained that a new general manager was making racial remarks and unfairly punishing Black employees. And Cracker Barrel has denied the allegation. That Mr. Humphrey and his attorney can now proceed with a lawsuit in district court that accuses Cracker Barrel of retaliation. And another one based on sexual harassment, Cracker Barrel subjected female employees to 3 different locations in Illinois, Matson, Mattoon, and Bloomington, Illinois, subjected them to racial harassment and retaliation. African-American employees were harassed and subject to different terms and conditions of employment based on race. There was allegations of circulation of pornographic photographs, cartoons, obscene jokes, sexual proposition, groping, and sexual assault. And the managers not only refused to investigate or act upon complaints of harassment. According to the EEOC's investigation, they became personally involved in grabbing the female employees, propositioning them, and laughing at their complaints. In their investigation, it was revealed that an obscene cartoon depicting an African-American employee was circulating in the Bloomington Cracker Barrel, and there were continuous race-based comments referring to the employees as Black and lazy, and one whose people like to eat turnip greens. Comments were made to the effect that African-Americans expected others to take care of their children. When some white servers objected to waiting on Black customers, Cracker Barrel management assigned the Black employee to do it. And then going on with the discrimination of people with disabilities, a Cracker Barrel in Waldorf, Maryland, refused to serve a group of students with special needs who went to the restaurant to work on their social engagement and communication skills. The instructors, they called the restaurant in advance, and this was something that they did in the community. So the students going out, this was worked out in advance. But however, when the students and their instructors arrived, they were asked to place carry-out orders and leave the restaurant. And while the students were waiting, it was bad customer service. They were ignored. It was just really bad how these children were treated when they tried to go out into the community for engagement. So with this whole rebranding thing, this has been happening for a while. And I've made a comment maybe in in a past video where I talked about when all of the, so-called racial statues were coming down, when jobs were cleaning up their image, places of business were cleaning up their image. That's just what it was, just cleaning up their image, trying to hide their past and try to start anew. Well, I think when it comes to places of business and this atmosphere that they create and welcome, they shouldn't have a chance to be forgiven because it'll still be there. These lawsuits and exposing these ways has been a great way to let them know, like, hey, the public will not forget. Now, Cracker Barrel is one of those restaurants that I believe should not have made it out of the pandemic. I think a lot of these fast food places and restaurants, they should have went under. People were made to see that they can create these same meals at their home. For instance, in the past couple of years, there's been a shortage of this, a shortage of that, but it also have recalls of this. And there's a lot going on with people's food. And I think that eating is one of the most intimate things that one can do. What someone feeds you can prolong your life or take away from it. So I'm very picky over who handles my food, who I break bread with, where I get my food from. And if y'all follow me on social media during the time of the pandemic, y'all saw me cooking at home. I still cook at home. I love it. I hardly ever want to dine out. There was a joke made, and I like the fact that we can kind of laugh about this because this whole Cracker Barrel thing, of course, is giving them free publicity. Like, Cracker Barrel is not paying us and other people to make videos about them and for the advertisement. There was a really funny video that I found on TikTok.
Hello, welcome to Crackers. What can I get started for?
Yeah, let me do the, I'm gonna do the room temperature tap water, and I'm gonna do unseasoned chicken. I get the mac and cheese and the green bean casserole. The Jell-O salad sampler, does that have raisins in it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. All right, I think. Come to Crackers Caucasian Cuisine, now with 100% less flavor, world famous unseasoned chicken, and our brand new ranch fountain.
I don't see what's so special about Cracker Barrel. I also do not see what's so special about Denny's. Now, when I was a little girl, I remember Denny's, there was the accusation of racism at Denny's restaurants.
Then Steve Harvey started doing commercials for Denny's.
I don't want bad treatment just because it's me, a Black woman, showing up at these restaurants. Cracker Barrel had another accusation, and it was based on allegation that they underpaid tipped employees. There's been this huge back and forth in regards to tipping. And that is a whole video within itself, because we can go up and down, up and down, up and down about that. But I will talk about that in the next video.